it to me. He can wear that hair. He can wear those glasses. Quite a character. Very creative. A good rider. A good BMX rider. A good downhiller on mountain bikes. Probably a little bit faster on a mini bike than Jeremy McGrath is.
Ryan Hughes is really holding his own here now as Jeremy tries to show him a wheel or two.
Yeah, Randy's a good combo. I've said that before. Jeremy's been lucky to have Skip, and now lucky once again to have somebody like Randy. I'm sure they have a lot of fun together, and Randy knows what to put on that board. He's been out there.
What does Ron Woods have to say, Davey?
Hey, Ron, your guy's having the best night of the year so far for himself.
Yeah, he's riding really good. I'm pretty happy for him. He seems to be pretty comfortable. You know, the back might get a little bit worse as the night goes on, but I think he'll do okay.
Ryan saved the best for last year in taking a second place in the final race of the season, Las Vegas, but he had more bad luck than any one rider I've ever seen. McGrath going wide, still appears to be following Ryan Hughes.
Well, in terms of being behind him still, absolutely, but he is trying everything. Hughes that time, we were watching from the side. He got a little fishtail through the whoops, lost a lot of time, and Jeremy wasn't able to take advantage. But look at this.
Here comes Jeremy McGrath. McGrath moves into second place with a clean move to the inside.
He did that the last lap, but he wasn't close enough entering the section. This time he knew he had to position himself close enough, was patient, and made it stick.
Jeff Emig is 5 seconds in back of Ryan Hughes. Whoa, whoa, we almost got caught in the S-turn right there.
Now, the interesting fact will be is can McGrath, there's plenty of time remaining, close the gap, put some pressure on Lusk. No pressure, Lusk can blitz these whoops just like he is here, faster than anybody all day through those whoops.
Can Ezra Lusk hold on for a victory here, his first of the year? We'll find out when we come back. Laraco and Wyndham battling for fifth.
About where they started, haven't been able to really move up, just battling with each other. The pace out front is just amazing. These guys are going so fast, no one's making any major mistakes, so pretty much just stayed the same. But getting down to the end, like I said, that's where things start to happen.
I just, for the hand watch, have an 8-second lead for Ezra Lusk now on Jeremy McGrath with 10 laps remaining.
He has picked it up a little bit. Lusk is just amazing through the whoops. He's making most of his time through the whoop section, and in the corner after it, leading up to the triple, he gets out of there like he's shot out of a cannon. Bike's hooking up tonight.
Ezra, it's obvious, isn't feeling the pressure.
Now, if he looks
and
back,
that pressure everybody knows is the fact that Honda was shut out last year from a victory in Supercross for the first time in 15 years.
Well, if he keeps it on two wheels, and the fact of the lead he's got, he could afford to fall down and still pick it up and probably maintain the lead.
Talking with Lusk earlier, he said, you know, I almost didn't want to go to Japan. I didn't want to show my deck, he says, because I knew I was ready. I knew I was ready to do something good.
Yeah.
And he swept Osaka and Tokyo both and opened everybody's eyelids.
There's a couple ways to look at that, and you really don't want to tip your hand as we take a look at the Honda stopwatch. Lusk not even using the rut, going faster through where the whoops are still fresh and bigger. McGrath starting to follow the same line. Watch Hughes through the... See, watch Hughes will get that fishtail in through there sometimes. It slows him down. You go out there where there's no rut. All you got to worry about is the bike bouncing up and down, not side to side.
As we look at all the riders' intervals, Emig has picked up some time. He's trying to make a move and move up a notch.
Lusk, going back to Ezra's success in Japan, there's a couple ways to look at that. You don't want to go over there and show your speed, but on the other hand, you go over there and show your speed and get everyone thinking before they come into that first race. Didn't go the way he wanted. I think this is more what he had in mind. Had he been able to line up where he was supposed to in L.A., might have seen more of this.
Wyndham and Button going at it now.
Button putting in a great ride.
Jimmy Button right in front of Kevin Wyndham as we look back at the lap time of Ezra Lusk. Incredible. Less than a minute.
Just under a minute, and I bet you those are the same every lap. I haven't seen him make one mistake. He's not even using that one fast line over on the side that we saw work for Doug Henry and also for McGrath to move into second. He's still pulling away.
Ezra Lusk, who took a second place here in Houston last year, started an outstanding string here in Houston of 5 races last year, where he got 2 wins, 2 second places, and a third. In fact, David Bailey had vaulted him from 7th to 3rd in the point standings, and that's where he ended up. Let's go down to Davey and get more information from Mike Gosler.
Okay, Mike, I know that Ezra's won a couple supercrosses, but you're on the verge of winning your first one as his mechanic or anyone's mechanic.
Yeah, it would be nice if it happens, but I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch, if you know what I mean.
We're watching you. You look more nervous than anyone down here.
You're probably right.
Oh, behind Ezra Lust. It is very close with McGrath, Hughes, and Emig. Mike LaRocco a little further back in 5th.
McGrath in 2nd. It looks to me like there's less than this rider right here, Lust, who's riding flawless tonight, makes a major mistake. The race is for 2nd, and it is a race. Ryan Hughes has stayed in contact with McGrath, and Emig has caught the both of them.
7 laps.
LaRocco's right there.
And, you know, it's just that kind of race within a race that might be a decisive factor at the points at season's end.
Absolutely. McGrath can look back at a fall in Pontiac and a clutch in Indy, a flat tire in Charlotte, and just add those points up and know that that cost him a title. You got to race for every point. I won the Supercross championship over Mark Barnett by 3 points. That's not much when you go through a whole season.
I got to hand it to Ryan Hughes. Ryan Hughes of Team Kawasaki is still ahead of his teammate, Jeff Emig. And after going through so much pain in Los Angeles with his back out of whack and very sore heels, he's really hanging on tough here tonight.
And he's a fighter. As he starts to get, no matter how he feels, he's still going to try. He's going to give it 100%. And Emig's pushing him. That could step those two up. They're teammates. They ride together on the Kawasaki test track. There's Emig's mechanic watching. Those guys could pick up the pace a little bit and catch Jeremy.
So right now, Ezra Lust, Jeremy McGrath, Ryan Hughes, Jeff Emig, Mike LaRocco, and it's Jimmy Button in front of Kevin Windham with 6 laps to go.
Emig really close now, putting the pressure on. Lust continuing to just walk away from these guys. It's amazing. Some of the word I got around the pits, people feeling like Lust was going to win this thing tonight. Boy, they were right. He's got an 11-second lead.
Davey, how's it going down there?
Well, we've been talking about Jeff Emig all night. I got his mechanic, Dave, out here. Looks like Jeff settled down on here in the main event.
Yeah, you know, it's a pretty tough track, and kind of been having a little rough time in the whoops over there all night. So the main thing is go out and be consistent. That's what he knows he needs to do to win the series. So, you know, little by little, he doesn't always have to be the fastest guy, just the most consistent.
That's a good strategy. We saw Ron Cotta in the 125 class. To me, he's by far the fastest, and coming away with an awful result.
Jeff Emig saying that he likes to work into a season a little bit slowly, not be careful, make sure he doesn't make any mistakes in the early going. But he's going to have to get more aggressive right now.
Well, the problem is if you talk yourself into riding nice and careful, that's kind of what we saw Larry. Little front end swirl right there, but Larry Ward did that last year. He was in position to win a couple and finish 2nd, and then towards the end, playing it too safe, he started getting in this relaxed pace.
Boy, LaRocco is right there, too. If these two guys could blow it, LaRocco would really be able to take advantage of it.
Talked to Mike after practice. He likes that Honda. Loves it. He said, boy, I'd be anxious to know how I could have done if I'd have gone a little sooner. He's very comfortable and running the pace. These guys are all starting to move up just a little bit on McGrath now, so Rocco's moving.
And we're coming down toward the end, too, as Emig on the back rubber of Ryan Hughes with 4 laps to go.
Going back to the strategy, yes, it's a good strategy for Emig to take it easy and work his way into the season, continue to finish on the podium.
Here comes Emig.